I usually start with the banana. We're doing a double recipe, or we're doing a triple recipe, so we'll do one, and we'll just throw the whole 2 bananas. You can also, we did it the other night without bananas, and it was really good that way too. But some people don't like banana and chocolate combination. It's fine with me, but it sweetens it, you know, so that you have to use less honey if you use the banana. So.
Do you like that agave syrup, or is that just really like honey syrup?
Yeah, agave, the wrap with agave is that it's supposed to be a low glycemic sugar substitute. It is. It's lower than using sugar.
Lower than honey too.
Lower than honey too, but honey has enzymes, amino acids, a whole range of nutrients, and it's really one of the perfect foods. It's the most nutrient dense food in the environment, and that's why everything goes for honey. The bears and the people and the monkeys, you know, they all love. So she's quartered them so they can just like peel off nice and easily, and she first halves them and has this quick little technique for getting the seed out, which is kind of.
So you cut it in half, twist it, and if you have a good knife, it's safer. And just tap the knife in there quickly so it goes in enough to catch the pit, but not too much, so that it's hard to get it off.
And then it twists out.
And then you can.
I've had this for dinner several times. And I'm a chocoholic. I'll eat chocolate 2 or 3 nights a week easily. But I don't have any qualms about it because I'm eating really healthy chocolate. So.
I like it a lot because I've always had trouble with like cramps in my legs, and I've always been told that's low calcium, and it turns out it's low magnesium. So the chocolate helps me with that so that I don't have to take a magnesium supplement. I'm actually getting the magnesium I need so I don't wake up in the middle of the night with cramps.
And that's one good thing about getting your supplements from food is they're a lot more bioavailable from, you know, raw plants than they are from a kind of a cooked down laboratory version of, you know, synthesized, you know, magnesium or something like that. And usually they also have the things in it like calcium can't be absorbed without enough magnesium. So if you have, you know, like salad for dinner with lots of calcium in the greens, and then you have magnesium chocolate pudding after that, your body can, you know, take all that up and it's all bioavailable. It's like easy.
Would it be better if you use the chocolate flavor dressing?
Yeah, there you go. Just,
simultaneously?
yeah. Well, it never takes me very long to get to the chocolate. So.
Big time gap.
Yeah. We often will make this before dinner and put it in the freezer so it'll set up a little bit. So this is going to be our half cup, and we're going to do
Triple recipe.
three quarter. Yeah, doing triple. That's right. Thank you, Tom. Thank you. And I usually go a little bit heavy because I tend to like, you know, like dark chocolate. But that's totally a matter of preference. You know, everybody's different. So we'll just put that in there. So we got our 1.5 bananas, our 3 avocados, 3/4 cup of cacao, and then we'll do this a similar amount of honey. This is always the hard part, because it takes a bee has to visit, I think it's 1 million flowers for a single drop of honey. So this is total opulence right here. And since I put the banana in, I'm going to do a little bit less, just because I do like that. I do like that dark chocolate taste that you get when you have the chocolate flavor can come through a little more if you don't sweeten it too much. I kind of pulse it first, just to kind of get it started, and then I'll turn it on. Just let it work it for a while. But like I said, you can just chop it up and squish it in a bowl. I've done that before too, and I'm just like, I need chocolate. Cups, we'll serve it up. Okay.
Spoons are right behind me.
Yeah. Jonah the Wonderful will put the blueberries in. And Doc cut his hand.
Yes. I would have normally used my pocket knife. Get out of there. Good blueberries.
All right.
And yes, I do have a pocket knife.
And yes, he is a ham.
A what?
A ham.
Oh,
Okay, and then the technique on getting the Thai coconut, you gotta get in there, get the husk off, and it does. You're probably gonna want to use like an old knife for the next part, or an old meat cleaver works well too, because they're really kind of hard to get into.
Unless you're really good with a machete.
Yeah, those guys.
Open the can.
And there you go. It's like a little lid.
you could survive off of that coconut water for a long time.
Ah.
Except you probably don't want to drop the coconut in there.
Nope. That was not planned for. Usually I slurp that stuff up, but I won't be so uncouth. Then I just get a spoon and peel that. The flesh comes off nice, and you can see kind of it just. Yeah, you got to watch for around the edge. You don't want to get like the chunky bits in it. You just get all that meat out of there as much as you can. I'm going to use honey instead of stevia. I just put stevia on there because it's a no glycemic index sweetener, and it's plant-based. It does kind of have an aspartame taste. If you can get it in the plant form, where it's green still, doesn't have quite so much of that aspartame taste.
More cacao nibs, or is that cacao powder?
This cacao powder. And I put 3 tablespoons, but I usually make them quite heapy, you know. Once again, I just, I love chocolate, so what can you say? That's the main thing. This is a cacao butter. I brought some from home because they don't sell it here.
I saw.
But this is available through some of our affiliates, but that's the only way I know of to get raw cacao. So Hana went ahead and shaved some here. We'll just throw that in there.
Is there something you can substitute?
Coconut oil?
Or more cashews, or it's just to give that creamy.
So it's not necessary, really?
Yeah, it's nice. It definitely adds more of the good fats, and it does make it creamy. But you can just do the cacao powder and just the coconut. Yeah, butter would be fine.
Just regular butter?
Yeah, and with butter, I mean that would be the one comment I would make is try and get grass-fed. The best possible. Yeah. I put some gojis in here too, just for some more of that antioxidant kick. They also are high in the antioxidants, and has the sweetener. And then I'm just gonna eyeball some honey this time, but I would say maybe a tablespoon would probably be enough. And then just enough water to kind of cover it, because it does get pretty thick. And then plug it into this
Probably-
high-speed blender.